Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, we are from first group. We will present about social aspects and individual aspects of language use. It will be delivered by Mr. Jumayun, Nevada Sophie Avelina, and Nuriana Wanti. For the first presenter, will be delivered by myself, Nuriana Wanti. Okay, I will present about the social aspect of language. Language is the human capacity for acquiring and using complex system of communication, and language is an example of such a system of complex communication. And a society or human society is a group of people related to each other through persistent relations or a large social grouping sharing the same geographical or virtual territory, subject to the same political authority and dominant cultural expectation. Any important aspect of social structure and function is likely to have a distinctive linguistic counterpart. People belong to different social classes, perform different social roles, and carry on different occupations. Here, aspect of social organization: gender, peer group, health or disability, occupations, social class, age, and sexuality. The connection between language and society is tightly anchored. The relationship of the two is deeply rooted. Language performs various functions in the society and the society does the same way. If one will not exist, the other one will be affected. And then the social aspect of influencing the use of language. Language is the primary tool for communication purposes, for establish peace and order in our society, for showing authority and power, and or attaining goals and objectives. But it can also distract the society if it will used inappropriately. It must follow the conformity governing the society to avoid conflict and to meet the boundary of individual differences. Society, however, controls the language by giving preferences as what are acceptable and not, because one and other people has their own perceptions or point of view. A group of people may accept the language, but for others it could be kind of offense or insult. It must know how, when, and where to say and for what purposes. Here, the social context factors may influence use or responses. Beliefs and attitude, nation or propriety, political correctness, fashion in language use, family background, education, and social situation, and for the last, stereotyping. Social change produce change in language. This affects values in ways that have not been accurately understood. Language incorporates values, however, social values are only the same as linguistic values when the society is a stable and unchanging one. Once society changing, the language change produce special effects. Okay, for the next presenter will be delivered by Nevada Sophie Avelin.
The next is individual aspect of language. Sociolinguistics study language and society in order to find out as much as we can about what kind of things of language is. And in the sociology of language, we reverse the direction of our interest. The alternative term given above, there are microlinguistic and macrolinguistic. What is microlinguistic? Microlinguistics refers to study of the language phenomenon in social context symbolized by microfactor, and macro-sociolinguistic tend to study of sociolinguistic phenomena including wider variable population, language deployment, or the continuity of language. Himes used the word speaking as acronym for his frameworks. It can be used as a guide in foreign language teaching which influences the social cultural aspect of that language. The speaking model is much useful to be considered when preparing teaching materials and how to teach them to the student.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello Miss, my name is Mizar Humayun and I will continue the presentation about individual aspect influencing the use of language. Okay, first, language is a center to social interaction in every society. Language and social interaction have a reciprocal relationship. Language shapes social interactions, and social interactions shape language. The use of language as a medium of communication can also affect the form of language itself. The factor that influence the use of language, one of which is an aspect of the human being. Okay, there are two kinds of language communication, namely unidirectional communication and two-way communication. In unidirectional communication, the sender remains as the sender and the receiver remains as the receiver. For example, in informative communication, sermons in mosque and church, lectures that are not followed by question and answer. In two-way communication, alternately the sender can become the receiver and the receiver becomes the sender. This two-way communication occurs in meetings, negotiation, discussion, and so on. As a communication tool, each aspect the use of language consists of two aspects. First, linguistic aspect, including phonological, morphological, and syntactic levels. And the second is non-linguistic or paralinguistic aspect, including speech quality, suprasegmental elements, and touch. Next, according to Siti Fauzia, that the aspect that affect language use are: first, mind and culture; the second, social class; the third is gender; the fifth is and the fourth is age; the fifth is art and religion, and the last is geography position. Okay, I think it's enough. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.